ഇന്റലിജന്റായ പുതുതലമുറയ്ക്ക് ഇന്റഗ്രേറ്റഡ് ഡിഗ്രി കോഴ്സസ്. ലേൺ ACCA ഇന്റഗ്രേറ്റഡ് BCom only from Indian Institute of Commerce, ലക്ഷ്യ. 21ാം വയസ്സിൽ ലൈഫ് സെറ്റ്.
എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എൻ്റെ പേര് കാർത്തികേയ ദേവ്. ഞാൻ എംപുറാനിൽ സയ്യിദ് മസൂദിന്റെ ചിരപ്പം അഭിനയിച്ചത്. ഇൻ തെലുഗു, if Malayalam film, it is a good film. So we have that view. Actually came here to sit and watch the film with Lalatan and Rajatan.
Who is the most super cool director? Prashant Neel or Prithviraj Sukumaran?
He have to do some mark over here for me.
Oh.
So but at that time Salaar reshoot happened.
Oh.
Then Neel sir and Prithvi sir had a discussion. Then Neel sir told I have more continuity in Salaar also. At the same time I was shooting in Shimla. So then Prithvi sir compromised for this thing because of Salaar. And after the scene, just a tap. Lalatan did a tap like, good, you did a good job. That tap I was walking, and then I was in cloud 9 and walking.
Karthikeyaa Devana, the Q Studio Abhimugathil. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
So first of all, you have to introduce yourself in Malayalam. So you have asked for that.
Sure, yeah. So എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എൻ്റെ പേര് കാർത്തികേയ ദേവ്. ഞാൻ എംപുറാനിൽ സയ്യിദ് മസൂദിന്റെ ചിരപ്പം അഭിനയിച്ചത്.
അടിപൊളി. So you have told me to ask the questions in Malayalam so that the audience will get it. If you can't understand, you can ask me. We'll translate it. Okay. First of all, congratulations for this spectacular film you have been part. ഈ സിനിമ ആക്ച്വലി പ്രീ-റിലീസ് ബുക്ക് മൈ ഷോയിലൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ബ്ലോക്ക് ആയിരുന്നു, ടിക്കറ്റ്സ് സെയിൽ ഓവർലോഡ് ആയിട്ട്. Have you expected this kind of a hype for this film when you were shooting for this film?
When I was shooting, I was not aware of this kind of hype. I know that I'm working in a big canvas film, and this is a very one of the most anticipated film in Malayalam and all. But I didn't expect this much of love the Malayalis have towards I didn't know about much about Malayalam fans and all. So I didn't expect this much. I know we are doing something big and all, but the love at the pre-booking, it has crossed nearly 60 to 70 crores, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was I was so amazed. Even I saw for the first time in pre-bookings. So that's what.
How was your view towards Malayalam cinema? You follow Malayalam cinemas a lot? Or?
Yeah. I do from past half year or 1 year, I've been following more because I'm working in a Malayalam film, right? So I know Malayalam film from long ago, and in Telugu, if Malayalam film, it is a good film. So we have that view.
You have that conception.
Yeah, we have that view towards Malayalam cinema. Even my cousins, my friends, if one Malayalam film is coming, we'll kandipa for sure we watch it in a positive view, how did they make it, and the drama is very good. We love the drama in Malayalam films. That's the main reason we watch Malayalam films.
Very emotional.
Emotional connect and all. The drama is it is very rare. We rarely get that kind of films in our language. Yeah.
So Kerala have been witnessing this a celebration mood for Empuraan. കേരളത്തിൽ ഒരുപാട് കാലങ്ങളായി കുറച്ചൊരു ഭയങ്കര സെലിബ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്തൊരു സിനിമ ഈ രീതിയിൽ സെലിബ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത കുറച്ച് നാളായി. ആൻഡ് യു ഹാവ് it's been just 1 day since the release, and you have saw the film for the first day for
sure.
FDFS experience with Prithviraj, with Mohanlal, and with all the cast and crew. How was it like? How was that experience?
Actually came here to sit and watch the film with Lalatan and Rajatan.
You came here for that only?
I came here for that and to witness how the audience are going to celebrate the film. So I was so excited. I didn't have sleep the last night, before night. So I didn't have sleep and I was so excited, and I came, I sat, and for every scene the love, and not only cheerings and shouts. for every good scene, the audience are clapping. Like I've seen that for the first time. And as a crew, Prithvi sir and Lalatan knows what the film is about and all. But I was watching for the first time. Like I've seen my part, but for the first time I was watching, I was only amazed and the audience were clapping and automatically I was clapping. So it was crazy experience in Kavitha Theatre. Yeah.
Kavitha Theatre first day. Okay. Coming to Empuraan, actually I will show you a video.
Sure.
And then we will start about. There's a video in which wherein Prithviraj is speaking to Telugu media persons, and you are sitting beside.
And he's a wonderful, wonderful young actor. I'd be really disappointed if he does not go on to become a big star here. So I'm counting on you to do that. And
That was it. He was telling that he will be disappointed if you wouldn't become a great star. This is a really special moment, right? So to hear this from the director itself is real special moment.
What not was only the director, he's also a great performer, you know, like everyone knows over here. The thing is, just before his speech, I gave a speech like, so Neil sir, working with Neil sir, that is a milestone achievement for me. And like he's one of the greatest director in India, right? So him suggesting me to another greatest director in India, that is like no one will ever imagine. Like I didn't even dream of it. So that was, I was in that mood only. So when sir was talking that Prashant, Neil sent me this video and all, so all flashbacks came and him like, he's a goat in acting, directing and all. So him saying about me and I was not able to control, I was, even at that point in time, I was like turning around and trying to stop my emotion. But he told like all the best, then I've turned to till thank you, then media captured it.
It was a really emotional moment. What was it like the very first time you got a call from Prithviraj saying, okay, you have got this film, will you be available? Like, what was that moment? When did the first call came?
So basically, we were done with the first schedule of Salaar. So I was in home and randomly I got a call from Associate Director Prakash of Salaar. So that send me your profile, Karthik. Prithvi sir's next film is considering you in their like casting and all. So I was like, Prithvi sir's next film, Salaar only didn't even release. How did they know that I'm working in Salaar? How did they know about my acting? They didn't even take my audition and all. I was so like messed. Like what is happening? Then I thought like kind of okay, producer might be playing some hero character, lead role, and the director might saw me somewhere and.
So you were thinking like it was another director.
Yeah, it was another director. I didn't know it was Empuraan.
So you haven't watched Lucifer? But
I did.
Oh,
we love Lucifer over there. Yeah. So then I sent him the profile, and later he was like producer. Then Nirmal sir, like creative director for Empuraan. Yeah. So he contacted me saying that producer wants to meet you, and we came to Kerala. Then we met him. Then we got to know that okay, I'm a part of Empuraan, one of the like most anticipated films in India, the second installment of Lucifer and all. So then I was like, okay, this is going to be something else, and I got so excited that okay, producer. I didn't even expect to meet him. I was like, okay, I'm doing a younger version, but it is not necessary to meet him, right? So I'll meet someday, okay, when I grew up or something. So meeting him is an achievement, and talking with him, and him selecting me, Neil sir suggesting me to him, and working under his directorial direction, and working with Lalatan. So everything came in like half an hour of conversation. I was so happy at that time.
And you were having board exams, right? During the shoot for this film?
So at first schedule we shot at Shimla. So for the second schedule, I was supposed to go to US for a scene. So at that time I was having board exams. Like if I go to the schedule, just before the day before the board exam, I land. So I have to cover everything within the schedule, like US schedule. I have to study in US schedule and all. And even at that time, there was some kind of at that time there was some restriction for minors at that place in particular
For
place
shooting in US.
Yeah, not for shooting,
Ah.
for minors traveling to that
Okay.
particular place there was
Ah.
some issue. So I was having my board exams and this issue was there, and they were like it will take minimum 15 to 30 days for the permission. And this both came and they were like, okay, no problem, now you take rest, study well and write your exams, we'll take it later. So they shot everything and only my sequence was shot separately later in Gujarat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was these locations where your scenes were shot? That Gujarat portions were shot in Gujarat.
Gujarat Muli.
Okay.
Yes.
Then
And
other
next-
sequences?
I can't reveal the sequence, but because most of the people have
It will
to
be
see
a
the film.
spoiler. Okay.
So one sequence was shot in Shimla and one sequence was shot in US, but I was not there. I told you, right, just now. And next one, the whole main part, the core sequence was shot in Gujarat Muli. Yes, that's.
So tell me this thing, that the two films, Salaar and Empuraan, two films were immensely gigantic films. Two films were the production cost were high. It was shot in large scale. The two directors, Prashant Neel and Prithviraj Sukumaran, how does these two persons feed your scene with? Before shooting a scene, what was the feed that you get from these directors? How can you compare this?
So comparing is like Zaid Masood and Varadaraj Manar is a quite different characters. Both are quite different characters.
I know. I'm just asking, how is it different? The both
yeah,
these
that's what
directors
I'm telling.
feeding this scene.
So when I was in Salaar set, so let's take Neel sir. Starting before we did 3 to 4 days of rehearsals, he told us the scene. So this is going to be, you have to be in this mood. We have done rehearsals for it, and next, even in the short time, of course, it won't be the same. Like it won't be the same which is on the paper, right? On set, it will be more improvisations. So at that more improvisations, he'll be ready with all the equipment, camera, and everything. So only factor like what is like variable and all which we have to perform, that is the factor. So there will be no camera issue, lighting will be perfect, he'll set up everything perfectly and come to us, then tell, okay, this is the scene, he'll act, he'll tell us to stand in front of him, we have to stand, we have to watch him act for 2 or 3 times.
Oh, he will act, he will show
will
it
act.
by acting.
So what he wants, he'll let us know. So then I'll act. So then he'll say, okay, this emotion I want more, this emotion I want less. So here you can make it subtle. And again he'll come and he'll act, and is very cool, and he explains each detail. Even if the detail is not shown on the screen, it affects the actor's mind. Like even a small action, it might affect. You got my point. Like. So that's what he tells, every minor detail, so that we'll perform according to it. And when it comes to Prithvi sir, it is more likely the same.
Will he also act?
Yeah.
He
That's
will
what.
act.
Yeah. He'll also explain the scene. He'll come to us. He'll explain the scene. So you tell, okay, do this, do that, and I'll tell, sir, I want to do this scene like this. So what do you say? He'll tell, okay, this is okay, and you can also do like this. He'll act. He'll act and he'll tell. And again, if I do something different, he'll be like, okay, do it. This is good. And if he doesn't want that, if his mind is fixed to one thing, he'll tell, no, this is not good. Let's do the last thing. So that's what. Yeah.
More or like both the directors are similar.
So, yeah.
Okay. No, okay. I'm going to ask you like super fast 5 questions.
Sure.
Those are like this or that kind of questions, and you have to answer me real quick without a second thought. Okay.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. The first question. Who is the most super cool director? Prashant Neel or Prithviraj Sukumaran?
Super cool director.
Director on set.
On set, of course. Both are super cool.
But like tension free or
That's what I'm telling Cheta. I told right. Even Neil sir and Prithvi sir, they set up everything. They set up everything. They'll set up the shot perfectly. They'll set up the lighting perfectly, art and everything, and then they'll come to the actors. So I didn't find any difference in the how they be on sets, like being cool. Because if they be cool, they'll have the understanding and they'll have the time to. So what is going on to analyze the scene, right? So
you're telling that
equal.
both are super cool. Okay. Okay. Now the second question: who is your favorite, Prithviraj as an actor or Prithviraj as a director?
Prithviraj sir as a director, directing me as an actor.
Prithviraj as an actor directing you. Okay. What?
Director directing me as an actor.
Directing you as an actor.
So he shows me the emotions, right? He shows and he acts in front of me. I've witnessed the actor in him. He directs me. I've witnessed the director in him.
This is like a really diplomatic.
I'm a political science student.
Okay. Okay. So the third question. Okay. This you have to pick one. No diplomacy. You have to pick one.
Okay, let's see.
Which character is your personal favorite, Varatharaja Mannar or Zaid Masood?
In Salaar, Varatharaja Mannar. In Empuraan, Zaid Masood. Of course, there are two different films. How can I pick?
രണ്ടും മികച്ചതാണ്, രണ്ടും ബെസ്റ്റ് ആണ്.
അതെ.
Like what was it like you were acting for the childhood of Prithviraj for the second time? Is there any specification that Prithviraj told you, like സലാറിലെ പോലെ ആവരുത് എന്നോ സലാറിലെ പോലെ ഇത് വേണം എന്നോ അങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു പൃഥ്വിരാജ്?
അല്ലേ. So basically I thought that. So basically let me just correct. I've done younger version of Varatharaja Mannar. I've done younger version of Zaid Masood. So even Prithvi sir, as an actor, he got into Varatharaja Mannar's character. He was not Prithvi sir at that time in Salaar. He was not Prithvi sir in Empuraan. He was Zaid Masood. So I was doing these characters. I thought, okay, so if he casted me by seeing in Salaar, so he might want the performance which I've done in Salaar. So the right first shot in Gujarat or in Shimla, I did like similar to Salaar performance. He came to me and look, this is what, this is not I want. Just settle it more. So then he explained me, okay, this character is kind of subtle. So he emotes very subtly. So then I got to understand, okay, it is not necessary to perform same as like I'm Salaar. So because this is Zaid Masood, I was just learning cinema at the time. So I thought, okay, if he casted me seeing in Salaar, I have to be same here. That's
so
not
you
the thing.
have the preconception that okay, you have to be similar.
But that's not the thing, right? In Varatharaja Mannar, he's like that. He'll express his emotion like that. But Zaid Masood is like this. He's subtle. He'll express in a different way. So that's different.
So I was just asking, there was this scene when your look was just similar to how Prithvi was looking. Lots of write-ups and feedback. That shot was written. Shot was specifically written.
I just got to know before coming here.
Yeah,
that it was written.
Also, Vava Chatan was telling
yes,
that his friend was telling the same thing.
Exactly.
So ഈ ടൈമിലൊക്കെ ഈ മേക്കേഴ്സ് പൃഥ്വിരാജിന്റെ സിമിലർ ആവണം എന്ന് കരുതി ഷോട്ട് കമ്പോസ് ചെയ്ത ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. Will those things be in their mind to portray you similar to Prithvi? Was those things in their mind?
Again, it's like, even for me in my case, I at that time, even no director will encourage like if I'm doing Prithvi sir's younger version also, he won't come to me and tell like you have to behave like me. That is not correct way, right? So I was being Zaid Masood. I was being like how I had a thought process. I had a scene building and all in my mind. I told Prithvi sir. He told okay. Then I did like what I did. Then Prithvi sir, I don't know if he also kept in mind like okay, he turned in this particular angle, so even I have to turn. It is not like that.
Not like that.
It got masked somehow. Even I saw on the screen, I was like, oh, it's so perfectly blend. Like I think that no one consciously did it. Even I didn't consciously did it. Even producer consciously did.
The makers also, there was no conscious effort in making you two similar.
No. There was no conscious effort in making me look similar to producer. And even at the starting, at the discussion time, producer told he have to do some mark over here for me. So, but at that time, Salaar reshoot happened.
Oh.
Then Neil sir and Prithvi sir had a discussion. Then Neil sir told I have more continuity in Salaar also. At the same time, I was shooting in Shimla. So then Prithvi sir compromised for this thing because of Salaar.
Oh.
So they were not pushing me to be, not at all pushing me to be Prithvi sir. They told me a scene, I was acting, he was acting. Somehow it got matched. I think that's the reason they're casting me. I think, yeah.
And the last thing, how was Mohanlal? How was that scene? There is an iconic scene where you have this combination with Mohanlal sir. That is an iconic shot. The shot inside the truck. And you were you seeing Mohanlal for the first time at that moment, or how was that? What are the things running in your mind when you were shooting for the scene?
Okay, there is two questions in this one question.
Okay.
So at the starting point, while doing that shot, that was not my first seeing Mohanlal sir. I saw him the same set, right? Every day he'll be shooting, I'll be shooting. So I saw him, but at the first encounter, I was waiting to tell hi. So basically, there was other scene they're shooting. And Tovino Chettan, Laletan, and Raju were performing, and I was seeing like it was like how can I explain? 3 of them performing and me seeing like in real life. It is like a kind of very good feeling. I got a very good feeling. So I was
the scene where both these 3 actors were.
Yeah.
That
so I was watching them acting, and suddenly Laletan was like, "Hi," and he was waving at me. I thought he was waving at someone else, so I looked back, and there was no one. There's a cooler over there, and I turned back. He's like, "For you only, I'm telling." Then I was waiting to tell hi. Then he only first saw me and he told hi. I was like, what a man he is. And then I immediately went to him. I took his blessings. He was like, "Endamane, how are you?" So that's how the first encounter.
And about this scene?
About the scene, I can't reveal more about the scene because even the audience have to watch the film. And the scene, I was like performing in front of the legend. I was a kind of tensed. So I was, if they are telling me to move right, I was like, okay. I was making myself calm, trying to be calm. And then after the scene, just a tap. Laletan did a tap like, you did a good job. That tap, I was walking, and then I was in cloud 9 and walking.
മോഹൻലാൽ എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും പെർഫോമൻസിന്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ ഫീഡ്ബാക്കോ എന്തെങ്കിലും പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ആയിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും പറഞ്ഞു തരുമോ? ബിഫോർ ദ സീൻ വാസ് ഷോട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും സ്പെസിഫിക്കേഷൻ എന്തെങ്കിലും പറഞ്ഞു തരുമോ?
No. Basically, what I feel is people doesn't have to come, like not only this scriwer, not me or anyone, doesn't have to come. If suppose you have done a good job, it is this thing. Okay, I'll come and I'll tell, "Oh, super, you have done super and crazy." And some people, just by their tap, just by their hug, just by their shake hand, we can feel what they're like. What are they thinking about us? So that warm hug, that warm tap was just enough for me. And he told that good morning and all. Yeah, he told.
Okay, then thank you so much.
Thank you so
thank
much,
you
Akka.
for spending your time with us.
Thank you.
And all the best for your journey.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to work in Malayalam cinema more.
Okay.
Kind of.
We are also waiting
Yeah.
for
Thank you.